The mother of a slain teenager is pushing for a life sentence against one of her daughter's killers. Lori Black, mother of Shayla Johnson, had her chance to address the judge in the trial of Charles Lewis Jr. Wednesday. It was part of a hearing over if the 15-year-old should be sentenced as a juvenile or an adult. Steve Doty reports.
Well, to us, Shayla was not just a victim in a criminal case. She was once a very much alive person.
In a final push by the prosecution, Shayla Johnson's mother went up in front of Judge Economy to push for a life sentence for 15-year-old Charles Lewis Jr.
My daughter was in her home. She was asleep in her bed. And these men came to her and they beat her with guns and they drug her to a car and they tossed her in the trunk like yesterday's garbage.
Lewis Jr. sat with little emotion as he and his mother listened to Shayla Johnson's parents plead for a tougher sentence.
Child or not, Charles Lewis Jr. is of an age that he knows right from wrong, and he knew exactly what was happening that night.
I personally feel that life in prison is the appropriate sentence for Charles Jr.
Lewis Jr. was found guilty in connection to the July 2010 murder of Shayla Johnson. His defense has pushed for a juvenile sentence or a delayed sentence, claiming Lewis Jr.'s behavior has improved in recent months and putting him away for life is unfair.
Charles's actions, Your Honor, in this offense are characterized by all of the hallmarks of the offense of a juvenile.
But the prosecution has argued recent behavior isn't enough to give the 15-year-old a juvenile sentence.
The past, how he was raised, the neglect of his parents, of his mother and his father, they say none of that matters. Dr. Vanderjack told you that if you have no moral compass and you're put in a facility, where are you going to go from there?
Knowing this quote-unquote child's past, I do not feel he can be rehabilitated or at any point in his life a productive member of society.
In Lansing, Steve Doty, Fox 47 News.
Sentencing is set for Friday. We'll have more from Judge Economy's courtroom when that sentence is handed down.